Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome to Purple Line Plays. Today I've got for you a first look at Train Sim World 2 Rush Hour, and this is specifically the Boston Sprinter route. So this comes with the upgraded Rush Hour passengers and the kind of more trains as well. So I'm just chasing this train in here, and we'll get a real good look at the increased number of passengers, and also the diverse nature of them now being, rather than the clones that we were used to seeing in Train Sim World. So you can see the train is absolutely packed here. So hopefully we'll see, let's get a good spot here. We'll hopefully see the passengers jump off any second, but you can see straight away the passengers down here, a real diverse mix. We're not seeing the same bold chap God knows how many times. We've got different clothes, different colours. Some of them should have also patterns on, I believe. Just get a good look in here. So you've got a lady with sort of the spotted, got a bit of a striped pattern on that one. So again, it just adds to the variety. So from there, what we'll also notice is that the increased number of trains, certainly in the if I don't fall off the platform edge, is the increased number of trains in the actual stations. You see, just really adds to that feeling of being rush hour, which is what they want to achieve, and I think that they've done that very well. You can see we've got a bit of snow on the old trains, which I think is one of the themes they sort of focused on for the Boston Sprinter route. This route comes with two very different trains. So you've got the Amtrak one here. Don't ask me about the names, because it's just a number of letters and names, letters and numbers to me. But there's two different trains. You've got the Amtrak and the MTB. I think it's more of a commuter train. So yeah, it's nice to see that we've got two very different locomotives on the game as well. So the route goes from here, from Boston, all the way down to Providence, which I think is roughly around sort of 50 miles. Don't quote me on that, but around that sort of mark. And then there's also the branch line that goes off to Stoughton, which only the MTB goes to. So I think what we'll do is, you can see just the amount of trains coming in and out as. And I think it's probably fair to say that you only really get this feeling here in Boston. I have had a couple of runs up and down the line, but it's really only in Boston you get this feeling, this sense of busyness. But what we'll do is we'll jump in this, hopefully, in this Amtrak, and we'll take over control if it'll let me, which it will. So we'll begin that, and we've just got a very short second to before we leave. We're all set up. We'll close the door. We need the wiper on, so let's find that, because we're intermittent. You can see it's snowing, and we're just very shortly going to be able to depart, but we'll get a quick look round. So we'll position ourselves, I don't know, ooh, I think just round here, so we can also get some of the other trains in the background. Let's lock the doors, so we're going to lock right, and hopefully we got the green. Okay, and oh, that wasn't what I wanted to do, but never mind. I'm not worried about timing. We'll get a good sense. So probably a little bit down, get a bit better of a shot, something like that. Yeah, that's lovely. Right, so let's just bring back the HUD a second. We'll come off the automatic brake, and we'll start to apply the power. And as we're in a 10 mile an hour zone here, so we can't go too fast. There we go, we're up to the 10 already, so we'll bring it back down to idle. Given this is electric, you're not going to get too much noise, other than, I guess, sort of wind noise. I'm not sure what that sort of smoke is all about. Let's get a... So yeah, I'm really excited to see, you know, Boston like this, and what will come in the future with the other two routes that are part of rush hour, which is the German route Riesa to Dresden, and also the British route, which is the London to Brighton, which is one I think I'm personally most looking forward to. So yeah, I hope they'll come in the next couple of weeks. So this Amtrak will go all the way from here to Providence. I believe it then goes further on to Washington. It's a fairly long train actually. It's quite sizable. And our first station is Boston Back Bay, track 1 apparently. Let's just grab the timetable up. So we've got Boston Back Bay, route 128, and then finally Providence. So I think we'll see how far we get, but really I think that what I really wanted to show you was really the Boston area, because that's really where you get the sense of rush hour, and you get some really good shots as well while we're at it. Look at that, beautiful. And I do like the attention they've given to sort of the winter theme in this one. I think more so than they normally do. Personally not a huge fan of the American stuff, but you know, we're slightly speeding. Let's just give it a bit of minimum just to slow us down slightly. You can see we've got an MTBA there. I think we can slightly increase now to 15. Give it a bit more. There we go. We'll get a nice good shot of the two sort of crossing. There we go. Beautiful. Lovely. Let's get back in the cab. So I think one of the things they've tried to implement as well is around where you've got trains that don't necessarily aren't necessarily payable, but are AI trains that at least, you know, give an impression that it's busy, which is really good actually. I think, you know, adding that sort of level of traffic, you know, certainly adds a degree of realism in my opinion. We're coming up very shortly to Boston. We probably just need to be starting to think about applying the brakes. And this is Boston Back Bay. We are... no, we're ahead of schedule, so there's no rush to come in hot on this one. We might even jump off and have a little run round to see, perhaps have a look in the carriage, have a look at some of the passengers. But I do like this sort of coming into an underground station like this. Right, we'll apply the brakes again. As you can see, just there, you know, there's all sorts of different colours, and I mean, you've got a few similar ones, but you know, it's a lot better than what it was. Right, full. There we go, and we'll unlock right, and let's go for a little wander. Open the door, off we go. So yeah, it's also worth noting that the number of passengers will have increased from 100 to 200, I believe. So again, you know, more passengers, more sense of that rush hour feeling. Let's just have a look through one of the passenger cars. It's pretty nice, you know. Can't say if it's that true to life, never been on one, so, but very cool. So you've got a lot of passengers walking down that way. And hopefully they don't all walk in a straight line now. They do walk a little bit in a more sort of a diverse fashion. So again, more realistic. Almost finished loading passengers. Let's open the window, why not? And let's have a... Oh, no, don't want that one. There we go, we've got to wait just a couple more seconds. Now we can lock the doors. And let's take off the brakes. And we're ready to depart. We get a sense of the bell, the horn as well. No difference in high or low. Interesting. Got very nice instrument panels here. Some good attention to detail definitely put into those. Hopefully we can start to pick up the speed. In just a second, we've got 120 mile an hour coming shortly, so we'll be able to take advantage of that. Let's just slow it down, we're not quite there yet. Getting a little bit ahead of ourselves, don't want to be speeding too much. Right, we've got the 60 now, so we'll cut that back a bit. Got a bit of wheel slip. Still a bit more wheel slip. I mean, in a tunnel, we shouldn't be getting wheel slip. There should be no snow here. There we go, and we'll merge back out the tunnel. We've got a bit more wheel slip. This is definitely difficult. Just keep easing it up. A bit more wheel slip. Let's get an outside view as we... Oh, that's horrible. What is going on there? See, we're starting to increase speed now. Let's give it a bit more. Maybe a bit more. It's very cool in the tunnel with the lights. No, a bit more wheel slip, so we'll just ease it back. Try and get up to the 120 mark. We've got eight odd miles to go, so in 6 minutes. That's going to be interesting. We definitely need to be hitting getting up to that 120 mark, otherwise we're going to fall behind schedule. We'll also have to be careful as we start to brake as well, because we will possibly get a bit of wheel slip. Nice to see another train going past. A bit more wheel slip. We'll get to this 120 mark. Don't you worry. Come on, a bit more. There we go. We're making some good progress now, up to nearly 110. Give it the max. Obviously got to be cautious as we come into Route 128. It's nice to see the graffiti along the line. That's, you know, adds a good bit of realism as well. Let's get back outside again, get a bit of an action shot. Just like so. We're speeding now, so let's just bring it back a bit. No, I do like this. It's nice cab. Keep the window open, get a bit of fresh air in here. Just 4 miles to go. So we're making some good progress. We've got about 3 minutes to do it in. It's going to be interesting to get it stopped as well. Let's see if we can get a bit of an action shot. There we go. Very cool. As you can see, as you get out of Boston, the kind of the rush hour feeling does generally start to reduce, which is a bit of a shame, I'd say, because it really is only in the Boston area, which, you know, it's good. Don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining about that, but the general feel of the line is then not really the kind of rush hour feel that I was perhaps expecting. We'll probably get that certainly with the London to Brighton route. Yeah, it's perhaps not quite what I expected, but there we go. But I think generally, in terms of my overall opinion of the this new route with the rush hour features, is that it's positive. It's an absolutely a step in the right direction. You know, get more features such as, you know, more of a busy timetable, etc. Definitely does makes it more immersive. I think we need to start perhaps thinking about braking shortly. Doing a bit of minimum, yeah, maybe a bit more than that. I don't want to overshoot. Maybe a bit more braking. We're slowing, but probably not. Oh, we're gonna overshoot. We're still doing 70 and we're coming into the station. Full service. No. Absolute disaster. We're gonna really overshoot this. Come on. As long as I keep one on the end. Oh no, we're gonna do it. We'll keep 3 cars. Yep. Sorry for those who want to perhaps get off in the front 4 cars, or 4 or 5 cars. You're gonna have to walk down the back. All right, guys. I think that's a perfect place to end this video. It's the very first look at the Boston Sprinter route. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, smash that like button and also hit the subscribe button if you want to see more content like this, because I'm sure there'll be more to come. So until then, bye bye for now.